Hey, everybody. Just a quick update here. We saw resounding victories from the Democrats in last night's election. And I wanted to take note of the fact that two of them are former national security officials. The first is former CIA officer Abigail Spanberger, who is now going to be the first female to be the governor of Virginia. And then there is Mikie Sherrill, who was elected to lead New Jersey as governor. And I wanted to give you two updates on people that I have interviewed in the last few months of this year. Two people who themselves are running next year in the House and in the Senate. The first is former FBI agent Phil Andrew. He worked in counterintelligence, counterterrorism, hostage negotiation. And if you remember from that interview back in August, he was actually held at gunpoint, held hostage in his own home back in 1988. He's running for a House seat in a deep blue district in the 9th District of Illinois. And he tells me, quote, today, this morning, quote, I like where we're at. His primary is March 17th, and he tells me that this quarter he has outraised his competition in terms of campaign funds. He was also endorsed by the Brady PAC. This is named after Jim Brady, Ronald Reagan's press secretary, when there was an attempted assassination on his life. The PAC is all about stopping gun violence. The second person is Joel Willet. When I interviewed Joel, this was because the director of national intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, had revoked his security clearance along with 37 other former intelligence officers. He's a former CIA officer. We spoke about this and the fact that she said without evidence that this group had politicized and manipulated intelligence or were behind unauthorized leaks or were abusing their tradecraft. He had been considering running at the time. A local paper had talked about how he had been weighing the possibility of running for a Senate seat, and this revocation came weeks after that. We spoke before the election, and I also checked in with him afterward. He told me that so far it's been a battle every step of the way. Raising funds is not easy. It's a lot of work, but, quote, this isn't about my political career. It's about a deep concern for our country and giving up on hard races in red states. I feel the same way I did as a naive 17-year-old in the days after 9/11. Somebody has to step up. So after our conversation, he announced that he would be running for the Senate seat in Kentucky that Mitch McConnell is going to be leaving. He talked about how Kentuckians have shown independence in the Trump era, how they have elected twice a Democratic governor, and how right now they've been worried about healthcare cuts and the reduction or full-on stopping of SNAP benefits under this historic government shutdown. I checked in with him this morning. He said to me, quote, two incredible women with strong national security backgrounds were elected governors last night by wide margins, in one case, flipping the state. This administration's policies are failing working class families in Kentucky and all over the country. Voters will hold it accountable. Last night was just the beginning. So I'm going to continue to talk to them and just learn more about how it goes for them, because I think it's interesting to see how people who worked inside the FBI, at the CIA, how they use those skills to move on to government positions. Whether or not they can actually make it in will be very interesting. I'll keep you posted on that. Thank you for watching. If you like this video or any of my videos, please consider sharing. And I really appreciate people who become paid subscribers. That is how I keep being able to do this work. I'll see you again.